This is just for size reference. That's a CD. While I was looking and doing these helicopters, I was always curious what the difference was between the different sizes. And so I figured I'd do a little video and show just kind of the difference between them. The far one that you see here is the 600. And yes, I know I'm spoiled. I'm aware of that. This is the 500. This is the 450 Pro. And then this is the little Blade MSR. So you can see the little Blade MSR is about the size of the CD, you know, in terms of length. And the 450, I mean, it's a dramatic step up from the MSR. But the 450, when you compare it to the 500, the 500's a lot bigger. I mean, you've got a fatter tail boom, much bigger blades on it. But then when you go from the 500 to the 600, it seems that there's just a really big difference between those two. I mean, look at the blades alone, look at the tail boom width. It's just a whole lot bigger helicopter. The 600 is about, I want to say that this one with the battery is about 4 pounds, give or take, about 3.8 or so. And then this one with the battery is about 7.4 pounds. So, I mean, it's about double the weight. When you look at it, the canopy on the 600 really makes it look big, and so do the blades, but it's just all around a big helicopter, in my opinion. The 700 dwarfs it, so. But there's the 4 that I have now. It's an empty ceiling, there's nothing there. Okay, I've got some planes. But I still need to take this one out and shoot it. We might do that this weekend, might do that tomorrow morning, we'll see. And then we've got the Striker and the Predator. Anyway, that's the size difference in the helicopters. I hope that's helpful. As far as just what I use them for, this one I plan to use for a camera platform. I still need to make some specialized landing gear or something for it. This one's great because it's big enough that you can see it. It's big enough to be stable, and it's still somewhat portable. And then this one you can fly in your backyard pretty easy. I mean, you don't need a very big flying space above the ground where you're at. You know, you can fly it in a closed park that's surrounded with trees or whatever. It's still not too bad. And of course, it's really easy to transport. You can throw it on the floorboard of your truck on the passenger side and it'll fit. These other two, I mean, the 600, I throw it in the bed of the truck most of the time. The 500 fits on the bench seat. So, you know, there's something to be said about portability of these things. This one, when you fly it, it's way easier to orient. When I fly, for example, I'll take the 450, but say you're up there in the sky, it's hard to tell the difference between left skid low and right skid low when you're way up in the sky. It's very hard to tell the difference between that and that. Yet one of them, it's going away from you, the other it's coming to you. So when you have something that's a lot bigger like the 600, it's a lot easier to orient that. It's probably a good idea to maybe use some fluorescent paint on the landing gear and do the left side red and do the right side green. But I've never done that. They're just so pretty the way that they are. But I don't know, you could debate me and say how pretty are they when they're in a pile of pieces on the ground, you know. So, like Night Flyer says, Dave Herbert says you can't fly what you can't see. So that's something to consider. As far as expense, it seems like the parts on each of these are just dramatic. Like the little bar that goes in the middle there, give me a minute, it's coming. I know it's coming. Feathering shaft. See, told you it was coming. Feathering shaft on this one is usually about $2 or $3, if that, sometimes $1.75. This one, they're about $3, $4. These ones are like $8 for a couple of them. So, you know, it's just like it goes up, 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 up. Batteries for this are $8. Battery for this are $30. Battery for this are about $80 to $100. So you get a lot more expensive the bigger that you go. So anyway, that's just a review of the different size helicopters and just some things to be aware of when you're picking one out.